Hello, everyone. Welcome to Fijian Investment Trader, known as Fijian Traders. This is your host, Mr. Singh. Plug Power, ticker symbol PLUG. Friday was not a great day, folks. We opened up kind of after I was really skeptical looking at the pre-market, and we were sitting at $5, and all of a sudden we came all the way as soon as market opened up. Big sell-off. We can clearly see that it came all the way to low of $4.50. That was the low for the day, actually. And they've kind of made some ways. We broke out our purple line, the famous 60-day, and then we went to the pink line. That's my 200-day EMA. It kind of broke through, and I really thought we might see an uptrend pattern up here, but we got rejected, and then pink. Once the 200-day moving average became a resistance, I knew it's going to take a while to break out. And then throughout the midday, we kind of tested it sorry, one, two, three, four. Then he acted as a like before the market, and he acted as a support. We kind of make some grounds and close to $6.60. Friday was a loss of 40 cents, which is about a negative 0.85%. And after market, we did close to actually 2.1%, another 10 cents down on that. But nevertheless, 5 days, how we did, we hold up the famous around $4.50, act as a massive support level, but we are trending into a sideways pattern. And I'll tell you what's good about the sideways pattern. Always, sometimes it's good. But before that, I want to bring you guys a couple of updates quickly that I don't want you guys to be disheartened. And the reason is that even though we're sitting at $4.50, right? The low is $2.50. Definitely, we don't want to see that unless you're a bear. Average is $7.81, right? It's $7.81, which you're looking at an upside of 66.60%. Whereas the high target is $32. Can we see that? $32? I can see close to $32. But who can predict future? I can predict future. I know, but I can tell you how the trend is going, right? Trend is your best friend. Remember that. Trend is your best friend. And the fundamentals of this company is great. Another thing that Plug Power stock market falls, and what investors need to know, that stock has been trailed because the NASDAQ, which is heavily on actually Nasdaq technology centric, was increased by 0.1%, but Dow Jones registered the gains also a 0.5. So it was kind of holding. Like I said, it was like a steady movement on that, right? Investment is community closely monitored in performing the Plug and Power upcoming earnings report, which is in March, which is just a month away, folks, just a month away. And the company's upcoming ES is projected to be negative 0.4 cents, singly 28.9%, a drop compared to the same quarter previous year. This is something to keep an eye, because if it's something that if it stays true like that, you may see a little bit extra pullback, but I don't see that. And I'll tell you why on my next video, why I don't see that, because I'm still doing one of my due diligence on this, the earnings coming up for Plug Power, and there's some key things that caught my eye. We're not gonna share it yet, but I'm definitely gonna discuss with you guys on my next video when the earnings comes close. Another thing I wanted to quickly discuss with you guys, that it's a great news that Plug Power, also a comprehensive solution for the green hydrogen economy, have signed a contract delivered in the basic engineering design phase of a 50 megawatts hydrogen project in Europe. Company is growing, right? This contract was signed a couple days ago in January, and it is a massive deal, right? Because green power is another green power, green hydrogen economy, is shifting, and everything is shifting into a economic friendly environment concerned. How we have EVs now, so this is very down to the road, that companies and countries, economies are all wants to have a green, because they want to take care of the environment, right? If you live in California, you'll know that California is very big on environmental. There's a lot of laws behind it. How you can even do your trash can. It has to be three different, recycle, garbage, and dispose has to be three. Sorry, it's off topic, but I'm talking about just more environmental phase on that. Well, let's talk a deep dive on the technical side. What are we looking for the week coming up? Well, why did I say that it is a good thing when you trade sideways? Go look at the bull flag pattern, right? If you get a moment and if you get an opportunity to look, or if you know the pattern, and tell me if you do think it is a bull flag pattern is creating. A bull flag pattern goes up, goes straight, comes down a little bit, and goes shoots up, right? What is not a confirmation yet, right? Because the MACD is still selling off, and you might see a turn coming back. RSI is going close to an overbought situation, sorry, oversold situation, and once he does that, means it is a sign of reversal. Well, the one good thing I can tell you, my pink day, which is my favorite 200-day EMA, is sitting below the my 60-day EMA. Whenever it does that, it is an uptrend. You can clearly see that at the time and time when the 200 EMA is above, then 60-day EMA, it's a downtrend, right? Every time we have the switch over, uptrend, right? So 3 months, look at it, folks. And why I'm sitting is I'm still gonna be putting at $5.65 is that's a dollar move from now for today, because the gap. Look at the gap that we sold all the way off, and now we're recovering it back. And there was a massive resistance, which acted like a support. Now it's going to act like a resistance right here, and then $6.30. I have not drawn any other resistance point yet, because I like baby steps, and I see those are the two key things to break out, right? If we do break out, I do have a couple things in my mind where I'm seeing it, and none other than $7.58, because that's your moving average on a year-to-date chart. That, sorry, my dog is barking, but year-to-date, year-to-date on my 200 EMA is sitting right here. So that's your next resistance. If you're looking at it, three ones, it's $5.65, $6.30, and $7.58. Because once you break this, it is an uptrend, and it's all flying. It is all flying and going to the level of high of $13. But nevertheless, folks, I'm excited about this stock. I'm invested in it. I have been trading it as a day trader for many times, and in hold on as a long-term investor for a couple times. But now, when you got a good opportunity at a discounted price, I cannot resist that. Right? I followed this company for so long. I know what's the capability on that. Sometimes the stock does not, suits to it. Right now, the technology, the EV sectors are down, right? And this is the time that people panically selling those stocks. This is sometimes that you kind of keep an eye and like, okay, when should I enter, right? People do usually start entering when the stock price is high, expecting the stock price to go high, like keep going high. No, it does not happen that way. You always have to know what's your entry point and what's your exit point on that, right? I'm not saying I'm perfect. I've taken losses too, but I always try to minimize my losses, because I want to make sure my gains are bigger than my losses. That's the beauty of it, of trading, and being an investor on that and know what to do that, right? And that's everybody learns the lesson. Sorry, it's not a lesson class, but I have learned my lesson too in a hard way, and have to be very disciplined. So key things, like I said, everything is pointing right here. I just need then exact confirmation. If I go back on my 6 months, right? 6 months right here, this gap right here is closing up. It's closing up. I really don't want I really want this to go above my 60-day, above the purple line, so in order to give this, because once he's up there, you can see time and time, right? Time and time, got rejected, rejected, and my pink line was acting as my resistance. Once you have this crossover point, right? Crossover point, we're going see it, but it is creating a bull flag pattern right now. So in order to make that, hey folks, thank you for watching the video. I really appreciate you guys supporting it, and or watching this video. It means a lot to me. I am going to keep doing this video 3 times a week, or more than, or maybe 4 times. What breaking news we have. If I see any pattern changes, then I will deviate from my plan and do an instant video right away, so I can share this information with you right away. So please don't forget to subscribe, smash that like button, and turn on the notification. And tell me on what is your thought on plug. What do you think this stock price is supposed to be? So thank you very much for watching the video again, and have a great weekend. And See you guys on Tuesday for the new video coming up. I'm going to share all the technical side and the fundamental side, and I hope we're here for the long run, which I know I am. Thank you.